Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned we're looking for the reversal, we look for buy, and this is what we get. That's why when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect one more drop. Then from there, we look for reversal. This is what we have been looking for, and there was a few opportunity to look for buy. This is the first buy setup, and this is the second buy setup. There was another buy setup, which is based on 15 minutes we could look for. If we refer to 15 minutes, this is what we have been looking for. There was, I mean, the another opportunity was here, but this is the best things we have. This is the one we get. And when the price was exactly within this move, I mentioned this one can turn to a corrective similar to what we have here because we point on the running flat and this is what we get. But if we put this one in relative to this, what we have based on 15 minutes, we see the divergence. That's mean, I don't think so we get the reversal. Mostly if we get correction similar to any of this. By the way, the price is moving as what we are expected, but the way it's moving is not really sharp. Okay, and if we get any trade, I mean, anyone is in the trade either from here or here, they should move their stop loss to break even. They should start to manage. Okay, now we want to see what's the next. Shall we look for continuation or maybe the price, I mean, move for the bigger correction? By the way, we start with daily chart. This is what we have been looking for. We mentioned we're looking for buy. This is what we have been looking for. And the next target, if they break out of this top, we're looking for 73K. This is what we have been discussing in our analysis. And if we move to forward chart, we mentioned based on forward chart, we're looking at this correction relative to this. That's why we mentioned this is what we get. That's why we have been looking for the trade, at least to take this trend line. But the question is whether the price can break or not, because we mentioned this one can turn to internal flat for one more drop. Right now, we cannot make a decision. The only thing is we want to see, we let it go, whether the price can tag or not. But what we need to know, bear in mind that maybe this one, even we would give the, I mean, the price we would tag in the top, give us one more drop similar. I mean, this one turned to any move similar to what we have here. The only reason I'm mentioning this is anyone is in the trade, they should start to manage the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even if they want to keep the trade. Because from what we have here, based on 1 hour chart, the way it's moving is really corrective. Okay, and if we want to look for next trade, we for sure for buy, we need to get a correction similar to any of this. As we mentioned, if we get any correction similar to the small correction, we consider as a short-term buy. Only time we can look at this, the next move can give us a really good trade, sharp, if we get a bigger correction. But it doesn't mean the price cannot continue, can continue, but with the every time can give us a small flag for continuation. All right, this is what we need to know. And also we mentioned may the price reverse. The only times we can look for sell if we get the sharp move down with the flag. This is where we should take out the over trade from the buy. Okay, we shouldn't stay with the trade. Then from there we can look for sell. But right now what we have is a continuation. And from now, if we get any small correction or either flag, we can look for next trade, but we consider as a short term unless we get a bigger correction. By the way, right now we don't have any trade set up. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. The only thing is we should move our stop loss in break even for those trades we have it, at least manage it. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any trade setup or any changes, then I will share. Thanks.